Hi guys! First of all, I wanted to say that I miss you terribly and wish you were here with me. And I wanted to go ahead and begin our 2 weeks by reading you this story, Kid Artists. So we can start covering famous artists while you guys are at home. But the introduction is pretty cool. So it goes like this. Not every kid grows up to be a great artist. But every great artist definitely starts out as a kid. Painters get their start by doodling in school notebooks. Sculptors begin by playing with mud in their backyards. And most illustrators working today can name their favorite comic book, video game, or animated cartoon. This book tells stories from the lives of 16 legendary artists. You will surely recognize some of the names, but you've probably never heard such curious details about the artists' lives. That's because these stories take place before these painters, sculptors, and illustrators were famous. Back when they were still kids doing homework, drawing in sketch pads, and dealing with moms and dads, brothers and sisters. It's okay if you are not familiar with all of the names in this book. You don't need to be. It's not necessary to see Andy Warhol's artworks to understand how much he did not want to go to school. He disliked school so much that every morning a grown-up had to drag him kicking and screaming out of the house. Look like this. On the other hand, you're probably quite familiar with the work of Dr. Seuss. Even so, you might not know that as a kid, Dr. Seuss was teased and bullied by his classmates. This book will tell you why. There's Dr. Seuss when he was little. Then there's Jean-Michel Basquiat. His family had very little money, so he had to sleep in a crawl space under the stairs. Sounds like Harry Potter to me. And who could forget Charles Schultz? He entertained millions with comics about Charlie Brown and Snoopy. But did you know that his first published comic was about his family's real-life dog? Each of the artists in this book had a special talent. Many of them also faced special challenges, whether it was recovering from illnesses and injuries like Frida Kahlo, or dealing with an overprotective mother like Yoko Ono. That's Yoko, that's Basquiat, and that's Charles Schultz. Even Jackson Pollock survived a gruesome childhood accident. If you could see right here, his finger was cut off by an axe. These kid artists all learned how great they could be by surmounting huge obstacles. Or in the case of painter Emily Carr, just by rolling around in the mud with some pigs. That sounds kind of fun. We hope that this book will inspire you to draw, paint, and write stories of your very own. Maybe one day you too will find your work hanging in a museum or published in the pages of a book. But even if that doesn't happen, we know you'll have a lot of fun just being creative and testing the limits of your imagination. That's how all of these kid artists got started. They made art, they made a difference, and they made history. And so can you. So until we figure out who the next artist is, I want you guys to work on your packet, and I'll see you soon, okay? Miss you.